Hello, chess friends. Here is the chess problem of the day. And if you want to look at something complex, this is the definition of complex. This is a very, very complex position. It's like a brain crusher. And to most of the people who have shown this problem to cannot really solve it. So it's white to play. Checkmate in two. It was composed by Alain White in 1941. And it was published in the American Chess Bulletin. So here is a beautiful chess problem. Very tough, very complex. Something if you really want to think and calculate, this is a great calculating exercise that you can show to some of your strong students. So like always, go ahead, pause the video and try to find the white move that checkmates into in every single line. All right, so there are multiple lines over here. I'm going to walk you through every single one of them. And the first move, the key move here is queen to b1. This is the only move that gives checkmate into. If you have found anything other than that, you can always write in the comments. I'm gonna refute your variation. This is the only one which gives mate into. All right, let's see how it works. What's the threat of this move? The threat is pretty simple. You're gonna play queen to b4 and that will be a simple checkmate. So there are multiple ways to avoid it. For example, queen to b3 blocks the queen's path from going to the b4 square, but in this case our pawn on c2 saves us and we take on b3, and that is a wonderful checkmate. You can see more than basically 5 pieces of white are combining together to give this mate. All right, so going back after the move queen b1, there are other tries, something like queen takes rook. At the same time it controls the b4 square. What do we do this time? Rather than capturing with the pawn, we are going to push the pawn one step forward. c3, that's a mate. So this is a mate. Again, you can see the combination of pieces. After the move queen b1, queen into g2 is also something that can be played. But here we have queen b4 mate. All right, this doesn't work. What about queen f2? This time the queen would very much like to interfere. For example, if queen b4, then queen to d4 prolongs the checkmate. It is checkmate in 3 if you play queen b4, and we have to give a mate in 1 over here, as we have already made one move with the queen. So the correct move after queen b4 is simply to go knight to c3. Again, you see the perfect coordination of the white pieces. Everyone controls a lot of squares and all the squares are covered. Basically it's a mate. So queen f2 doesn't work. All right, let's go back. There is queen e1 as well. Again, controls the p1 square, stops us from doing the main idea. How do we give a mate here? It's very simple. You just take the queen itself. That is a mate. Going back, there is knight f7 as well, or knight takes g6 as well. Let's have a look at each of them. In fact, both of them can be answered in a similar fashion. You're going to simply play queen b4. Same thing happens if the knight captures a knight. So going back, he can also capture our pawn. This is very logical. Now if you play queen b4, he would like to block it with the pawn move d4. That is not a mate in 2, that will be mate in 3. So what do we do here? What should we play? Well, the thing is, this time that opens up our bishop, the pawn capture, and that's why bishop into d5 is again a beautiful checkmate. You can see 5 pieces are colliding together to give a beautiful mate. So after the move queen b1, e5 is also something possible, but the same thing happens. Queen b4, that's termination. b4, again queen b4. Basically, no matter what he plays here, black has multiple options. He has so many options. He can even promote. He can promote it to a rook, bishop, knight, queen, doesn't really matter. Pardon me. Yeah, in this position after move queen b1, here he can promote with the bishop, queen, knight, or rook. Anything doesn't really matter. Queen b4 would end up into a mate. That's the reason queen b1 is such a powerful move. And no matter what he does, it's checkmate next move. If you have found something other than queen b4 and you think that that is winning, you can also you can always write the move in the comments. I'll check it out and I'll refute your idea. We'll see why queen b1 is the only winning move. Hope you enjoyed this brain crushing puzzle. It's really good exercise for calculation. If you have a strong student, you can show this puzzle to him, show this problem to him, and ask him to solve. At least ask him to engage in a very high level calculating exercise. This is a great exercise for kids. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you for watching and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. More search problems are on the way. Bye.